At number 5, to the United States we go to talk about Leviathan, 10th sublevel of harmful, edgy word that I probably can't say on YouTube because you get canceled for everything. Second of 3 tattoos right here. Probably the weakest one on my body, but that is the Leviathan infamous crescent, bleeding crescent moon, whatever. Man, what can I say about Jeff Whitehead, aka Leviathan, Lurker of Chalice? This is his first full length from 2003, after a ton of demos and compilations that he released. I had seen the cover art of this album on YouTube and elsewhere on the internet, and I was definitely attracted to it, but I could not get into the rawness of the music. I actually found it pretty scary at first, and scary enough that I stayed away from it. Eventually, after getting into a lot more black metal and hearing a lot more black metal bands, I went back to this album, and it hit me like a truck. This album is one of the reasons why I wanted to make this video. It is brutally miserable and hopeless, and it captures a feeling like not many albums can do. Miserable and hopeless, but at the same time, it is savage, violent, and aggressive, even punky at times. Jeff Whitehead, one-man band, maybe the most harrowing black metal vocals ever are on this album. Whitehead might be the best black metal drummer ever. This guy is immensely talented. Hearing stories of how he recorded this and how he recorded other albums, like the work ethic that this guy had. I'm not even sure if he's making music at this point or if he's fully into the tattoo world. He's been tattooing for like decades as well, which is, again, it's just like crazy to me. Like, you can be a one-man, crazy good black metal band and at the same time be this like very influential tattooist as well. But yeah, man, this album, it's a deep, uncomfortable look into a tortured mind that is seemingly at life's end. It was relatable the first time, well, maybe not the first time I heard it, the first time I liked it and then it clicked. It was relatable then, it's probably even more relatable now, and it's one of them, an album that I hold dear to my heart and to my being. My number 4. Don't have a tattoo to represent them, but I am wearing the shirt of this album, Emperor, Anthems to the Welkin at Dusk. This is these guys' second full length from 1997. Of course, these guys are one of the most notorious Norwegian black metal bands ever. This is another album that I could not get into at first. I was not into the symphonic elements, but once it clicked, I could not get enough of it. This is a timeless, classic masterpiece. Groundbreaking performances from every band member. The vocals, the riffs, the bass, the drums, everything. It's a huge operatic sound. Man, I mean, Ye and Transiparium, however you pronounce that, With Strength I Burn, Thus Spake the Night Spirit, Loss and Curse of Reverence, just like classic tracks. There is not a dull moment on this entire album. I just feel like this is undeniable genius that does not let up for 1 minute. One of the most legendary black metal bands, one of the most legendary black metal albums, and yeah, I was debating putting this at number 1, number 2. It slid down to number 4, but I mean, what more can I say about Emperor? Perfect album, almost a perfect discography. On to number 3. Let me hold this up real quick. It is Dissection, Storm of the Light's Bane, from 95, right? Yeah, 95. Second full length from Dissection. These guys are from Sweden. For me, this is the best melodic black metal album ever written. John Neutveit, however you pronounce his last name, was an absolute genius. Of course, it's a huge bummer that he decided to take his own life after they released their final album. But yeah, this is the album that I guess made me fall deeper in love with black metal, and that made me see the genre in a new light. The 3-song run of Night's Blood, Unhallowed, and Where Dead Angels Lie may be the best of any band on this list, and any band in any genre on any album, period. Those 3 songs are just unbelievable to me. This album defines musical beauty while still being tremendously evil. The layered guitar work on this is just genius and majestic. Some of the best black metal riffs ever. Where Dead Angels Lie, like I mentioned, the best black metal song ever, possibly. Yeah, I mean, I can't say enough about this album. It's timeless, a timeless classic. Another one just like Emperor. It's undeniable, really. And yeah, Dissection at number 3. All right. Down to 2. I had to start this album that I'm playing in the background over. And this album that you're hearing, not the specific recording, but this is like a demo recording or something that you're hearing, or a rehearsal, but this is Nattens' Madrigal. Oh man. So, Ulver, this is their 3rd full-length from 1997. So they released their first album, Bergtat, which was a atmospheric, folky black metal album. Their second release, Zveldzvanger, I think that's how you pronounce it, an acoustic folk album, pretty much. No metal, no black metal, cleanly produced. That was their second release. Next, these guys basically flipped the genre of black metal upside down onto its head with possibly the most raw, underproduced album released at this specific time in 1997. It's seemingly just an FU to the music industry, or just like some sort of statement on the unpredictable nature of this band's direction. So they were on one label, this Norwegian label, for their first 2 releases, and then they signed to a major international label, and then this is what they release. Like the most raw album you've ever heard, instead of this cleanly produced new big label, big production release. No, they release something that is just so like far from what you'd expect. Nattens' Madrigal, so ugly, frostbitten, freezing cold, but it is a musical masterpiece. A finely tuned ear can hear deeper past the hissing and the static and the nasty raw production to this epic masterpiece that lies underneath. Unbelievable riffs and atmosphere. Everything about this is mysterious and alluring and entrancing. So I heard this album years ago, like I'm saying with most of the albums on this list. But this one specifically, I heard this album years ago when going down the rabbit hole of black metal, and I was more confused by this than probably any piece of music that I've ever heard, and how people were praising this as being groundbreaking, and I was like, what the, like, this is, what are people hearing? Because again, to a casual listener, I mean, it's so off-putting, and so ugly. I found it again. I found this album again, I'd say late 2024, and I was just obsessed with it for that entire winter. It was a daily and nightly listen. I was obsessed with the fact that it's so repulsive, so ugly, and so off-putting to just a casual metal listener. Number one. Darkthrone, Transilvanian, Hunger. It's fitting that the only record that I own on this list is my number one, but this album, so this is these guys' fourth full length from 1994. Blazing the Northern Sky was their second, more of a blackened death sort of sound, but transitioning into that full black metal sound. The third full length, Under a Funeral Moon, was the first like true black metal album, and then this is their fourth. And to me, this album, this is the black metal album. It is the black metal song, the sound. The title track, which is the first track on the record, has the black metal riff. This is the encapsulation and the embodiment of black metal. This album is purposefully repetitive and almost directionless. It almost sounds like the same exact song throughout, but for me and for many other black metal heads, it just works. It's the embodiment of cold and ugly and black. The cover art is my favorite of all time. Of any genre, it's my favorite cover art ever. And the black metal like face, the corpse paint, I hope to get tattooed on me eventually as well. Yeah, this is the first album recorded. I got hair in my mouth. This is the first album recorded as just the duo of Nocturno and Fenriz, which they would stick with. Just the two of them up until this very day. No other members, just the two of them. And yeah, everything about this album is just perfect to me. The fact that it was apparently recorded in Fenriz's bedroom, which it sounds like it, obviously. The controversy behind it with the Aryan black metal allegations and the stuff that was printed on the record itself. The same tempo throughout the entire record, the Norwegian lyrics, the meaning behind it, everything, man. Everything about this album is just perfect, and everything about it is just the embodiment of black metal to me. The art, the aesthetic, the sound, the lyrics, the story behind it, the time that it came out. Yeah, nothing more that I could say about this record. It is my number one, Darkthrone, Transilvanian, Hunger. And we have come to the end. That is my top 10 black metal albums list. I do have a top 10 death metal list that I have written down, and some other video ideas. Also nearing the end of February, and there's been some pretty good stuff that's come out these past 2 months, so I might record a video, best of January and February, whatever, my personal favorites. And yeah, the snow should be stopping soon. It might have already stopped falling, I'm not sure, but yeah, man. That was the video. That was my list. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.